Here's a question for you. Has legalizing weed helped or hurt our Colorado?
We've watched property prices go up as people buy up land to grow pot, and now some of the grow operations are moving to our rural areas.
Denver 7's Jace Larson dives into the debate about where to grow. He also shows us remote areas known for beauty are becoming something else.
In rural Colorado, the spectacular sunrises only tease you of what's to come in the daylight.
I can't really describe it as anything but surreal.
This is what convinced Misha and Shiloh to move from California to the Sangre de Cristo Mountains in central Colorado.
Go on, Zoe, you want to play?
They paid $22,000 for their land to build a future home in what they consider their slice of heaven.
We're actually property owners.
In a place where rural farming has been a livelihood for generations, a new type of farming is now emerging, pitting those who want this against those who want this.
The whole facility will be over 10,000 feet, surrounded by barbed wire, over 100,000 watts powered by diesel generators.
That is what is proposed for a massive commercial marijuana grow right next to where Shiloh and Misha plan to start their family.
Plans on putting greenhouses there.
The grower has already cleared some of the land.
I mean, it was crushing.
The permit application to build came after these two poured their savings into buying the land, constructing a driveway, and drilling for water.
I'm really frustrated.
This old boy is almost 40.
A few miles away,
I think we moved here for a quiet retirement home, not a busy industrial park.
Joyce and Mark Sweeney see their ranch being surrounded by grows.
Right now in the daylight, there's 5 from the house you can see.
Drawn in by cheap land, Saguache County has seen an influx of growers. They're not there for the beauty, but the bucks.
These are some of the types of structures that we're getting. This is why a lot of people complain is they don't like the way it's made their community look.
Sheriff Dan Warwick patrols Saguache County's 3,170 square miles. How many deputies do you have?
I've got 6.
He thinks growers know that his deputies have little time to check up on everyone. He says illegal grows are everywhere.
I have to say there's a couple hundred in the county at least.
A couple hundred illegal grows. Warwick took Denver 7 along as deputies did something they don't usually have time to do, serve a search warrant on a place they believe is growing without a license. Warwick's team confiscated hundreds of plants. There are legal grows as well, ones commercially licensed by the county and the state. Since 2017, commercial growers are supposed to pay something called an excise tax. That's money that goes to the county when growers sell their crop. But a Contact 7 investigation has found of the roughly 30 licensed commercial grows in the county, only 5 of them have ever paid any excise tax. Does that seem right?
It seems that anything that large could take a while to get up and going.
But some people are going to say, people are growing out there, they're just not paying the excise tax that they're supposed to the county. Do you worry about that?
Well, I don't, because we have a code enforcement officer, and that code enforcement officer, part of their job is to visit the legal grows.
The demand has been so great, they hired another person just recently, even though the county has only brought in $100,000 in marijuana excise tax.
Well, to me, the whole thing sounds fishy.
Joyce expected it to be more, especially since the impact that she feels it's having on her is so big.
One of our neighbors over here says his property value on his house has gone down $44,000. So we actually don't have the option of just selling it and moving on.
Both families feel commissioners should be protecting citizens by not approving certain grow licenses. Commissioner Jason Anderson disagrees.
I believe that if we want to say no, we need to write policy that supports that. To randomly say yes or no would be a rather slippery slope.
If you do this all over again, would you choose to buy this property over again?
Oh, God, no.
No.
Definitely not.
These families now hope that their publicity and vocal opposition just might cause growers to plant their seeds elsewhere. In Saguache County, Jace Larson, Denver 7.
Wow, thank you, Jace. So, how is your Colorado changing? Please let us know via Facebook, Twitter, or the email address on your screen.